Hey guys, how you going? I'm kind of waiting for someone to say I'm going by car or going by plane or because I used to get that. Okay, guys, I just have two people to thank. I have Garda and Jason. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's get on with this. Chaz, the name of the new area in Seattle that Antifa and Black Lives Matter have taken over. Supplies needed. This was a sign. Clothes, male pants, male large shirts, belts, and men's shoes. Ice, the good kind, and I heard they put that in afterwards because a lot of people thought they meant drugs. Cigarettes and lighters. They want lanterns, flashlights, and headlamps. They want portable solar chargers. They want Gatorade, electrolyte powder, backpacks and reusable bags, tents, sleeping pads, pillows and tarps, track phone minutes card, body lotion, shoes, bedding and comforters, zip ties, folding chairs, laundry bags, personal fans, body wash, disinfectant and sunglasses. Could they not have got half of these things if they didn't loot and burn the stores? Tents, they had buildings, didn't they? What happened? I'm sure half this stuff would have been able to be found wherever they are. A chair, certainly. Anyway, this is their demand list, and I thought they were making their own country, so why can't they make their own stuff? They're still relying on that capitalist outside world, and they have demands. They also have Antifa cards, Antifa credit cards. Credit or debit? Oh, who knows? How do you think this is being paid? And look at the little flags in the corner, the red and the black. Ah, dear. So anyway, this is being funded, obviously. And there was something else. I've got to quickly flash through this. Dan Bongino tweeted, this was more than 5 hours ago now, CJ Truth liked it. Warning, this fight is coming to your door. All of us will be forced to pick a side. I wish it weren't so, but it is. They won't leave you alone. You're not their opponent, you're their enemy. The sooner you recognise this, the better prepared you'll be for the moment it hits home. I wanted to bring that to you because like I said, I think this could get worse before it gets better. And then I've got, this was a Q post. Is that Lady Gaga? And it said the symbolism will be their downfall. It was this one here. Symbolism will be their downfall. They are fighting to regain control. You stand in their way. You awake as their greatest fear. And then I've just jumped from one to another. Sorry, guys. Okay. Bikers, Hell's Angels, are on their way to Seattle. Chaz better be ready to use those scrawny arms of theirs. Shit's about to be real. No more LARPing, which is live action role playing, kids. The Hells Angels passed by Portland en route to your country, lol. And this is Juanita Broderick. Seattle Mayor, I need the police to stop and desist the entry of bikers for Trump to Seattle. Police. Crickets. And now I've lost it. There you go. But this Chaz thing, yep, it's exactly what you'd expect. social distancing. This is just, I looked up the hashtag Chaz on Twitter. Now I've read one it off that one, there's another one. Okay. For as long as I can remember, Capitol Hill has been autonomous. It's always been a place where people go to express themselves freely. Today at the Chaz, it reminds me of the Chad. I spoke with organisers and community about how we can move forward and keep our communities safe together. And Lance Gooden says, Mayor, are you going to address the reported rapes, robberies and assault your own police have said they've been unable to respond to inside the Chaz? You know what? There are people within that 6-block radius who are trapped in there. People have needed the police and the police are not able to go there. And these people wanting their deliveries, even the truckers have said they won't go there. So how are they going to get their deliveries? Okay. Then you've got this. You literally created a miniature police state with closed borders, you dumb pickles. I'm not going to say that. You dumb ducks. Okay. You've got keep calm. Bikers for Trump is coming. Conservatives have a paramilitary too. Incoming Chaz bikers for Trump. This is what look, everything's heading that way, guys. Everything's looking like this might get a little unnerving. Okay, but hang on, because they won't let it go far. Oh my god, every time I press every time I press unpause, because I've got hotkeys on my computer, it goes back. Hang on, was that share? Yep. She's not black, is she? This thing looks like I think you've got two drag queens here. I mean, sorry, what's the reverse? That looks like a woman, and that looks like a man. Goodness me, I'm trying to find something and I can't find it. See, this is me on Twitter. Where did it go? Oh my goodness. And it was on here, and what it was, I can't pause it again, guys. What it was they said after this, people will be returning to their countries of origin. A lot of people. Now, if you watched any of my Do You Know What's Coming videos, I said that not quite a year ago, 6 months ago, maybe. They had, I think that's what's going to happen. I think all the immigration is going to turn around and go back, because I think it's got something to do with this. I think half these people probably aren't even from your country that are going in and causing trouble, because I know in the UK it looks like that, and also here in Australia it looks like that. Okay, I'm going to have to pause it. Okay. Okay, and sorry about that, guys. I can't press the hotkeys. And what happened? Was there a riot? No, this is a bit what be coming next. No, you throw real rocks and get real punches. Don't be surprised if you start catching real bullets. That is what will be coming next at riot at Chaz. There must have been a riot. Maybe the police were trying to get to some of those people who were getting injured, or... Oh no. They fell over. Is this from the... Can anyone tell me if this is from... My cat's walking right over my desk at the moment. Okay. Oh no. Okay, well. Okay, and they're also... Whoa, that's not what I clicked on. Now Chaz is deporting illegals. This guy here apparently is being deported. My cat is running an absolute muck. Okay, so yes, looks like Chaz is deporting illegals now as well. Wow. Utopia? Oh my goodness. Look, this is what, if you're an anarchist, this is what you've got to look forward to, because people with minds like this, you're going to have trouble. If you want full anarchy right now, you're going to have trouble, because you got too many people who are like this who want to take over and make the world a communist place. So I'm going to just scroll through while you're here with me. Sorry guys, but it has to be done. I just want to find that one that I was talking about. And I'm not going to find it, am I? They're trying to create gardens. I heard they were going to use human waste as their fertilizer. So that'll do. They'll just kill themselves. They really will. This is good. The Democrat Antifa BLM slogan to fund police was fun for an hour or two, then came reality. Seattle police chief, we're not able to get 911 calls for rape robbery in autonomous zone. So that's what you got to look forward to if you're an anarchist. At the moment, if you let everyone go full anarchy, that's what you're gonna get. So it can't be done right now. You've got to re-teach people how to think, because they don't know how to think. They're just following. There you go. What should Trump do with the Seattle snowflakes and Chaz? Let them destroy themselves. Because, yep, really? They look like serious pickles. That's what I would refer to someone who I think is quite silly. A whole lot of them. And they've got South Park. Just, if you look up at Chaz, it's quite interesting to see, and now, because it's both sides. So, this is just all, there's their plants. And look, this is all emotional. That's exactly what this is. Okay, not that. Okay, I can't wait until Chaz requires voter ID in their elections. I like the fact that anarchists now realise walls work. Some are morons. So Chaz residents are learning that walls are important, guns are important, leadership is important and inevitable, and supplies come from people who have jobs. Best experiment ever. See? This is what you're... Oh dear. These are the demands of Chaz. What the F reality are these people living in? Staffing the 9/11 line with mental health experts? Establishing citywide rent control? Banning evictions, socialising medicine, granting citizenship to all illegal aliens, and providing reparations for African Americans. Not going to work. Sorry, but it won't. Invite Anarchy. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay guys, I looked for ages and I couldn't find it. But it was there, and I think maybe they've taken it down because of what it did say. And it's that a lot of people who have immigrated are going to be returned home. Okay. Well, I believe they might need to get any part of Jassara or Nasara anyway. People are going to have to return to their homeland countries to get it. Okay, but this was funny here. Chaz update from Raz, Invincible Sovereign King of Chaz, right? Okay, Chaz update. Royal alchemists are very close to producing insulin from at Chaz plant and at Chaz garden. It should be up and running soon. Royal apothecaries have announced they believe a cure for C19 is right around the corner. It's being derived from the essence of Sprite. What? What? What on earth? Oh my goodness, this is funny. Do they realise that people from around the world are laughing at them? And a new law is created making white people give $10 to a black person. Oh my goodness gracious me. Go for a vacation to Chaz. Oh dear. Okay. Let's go over to some news. Where have we got? What have we got? United Nations peacekeepers caught running a child sex ring. Now this was from 2017, but it does bear mentioning because these are the people who want to run the world, and these are part of the people, I believe, who, well, George Soros is part of this, and he's the one running all these left Chaz and paying them. So let's go on to something else. Oh yes, this is very interesting. Global research. The corruption of science. The hydroxychloroquine Lancet study scandal. Who was behind it? Anthony Fauci's intent to block HCQ on behalf of Big Pharma. Now, the Lancet study, it was retracted. The one that said it was going to give you heart attacks and it was going to do this and it was going to do that. The Guardian has revealed the scandal behind the hydroxy study, which was intent on blocking HCQ as a cure for you-know-what. Karachi? Like James Munder calls it Karachi. I find that quite funny. And yes, I do watch him. Dozens of scientific papers co-authored by the chief executive of the US tech company behind the Lancet hydroxychloroquine study scandal are now being audited, including one that a scientific integrity expert claims contains images that appear to have been digitally manipulated. The audit follows the Guardian investigation that found the company, Surgisphere, used suspect data in major scientific studies that were published and then retracted by world-leading medical journals, including the Lancet and the New England Journal of Medicine. According to the Lancet, several concerns were raised with respect to the veracity of the data. An analysis conducted by Surgisphere Corporation and its founder and our co-author Sapin Desai in our publication. We launched an independent third-party peer review of Surgisphere. As such, our reviewers were not able to conduct an independent and private peer review and therefore notified us of their withdrawal from the peer review process. The study was allegedly based on the data analysis of 96,032 patients hospitalised with the Wuhan between December the 20th and April the 14th. from 671 hospitals worldwide. The database, according to The Guardian, could not be verified. It was false. I am truly sorry. Surgisphere CEO Dr. Sapan Desai was not in charge of the study. The lead author was Harvard Medical School professor Mandeep Mehra. Do you understand why I say that people will be sent back home? Ooh, it depends on where these people are from. But if a Surgisphere, where's that based? Yeah, I'd be looking into these people for sure. I did not do enough to ensure the data source was appropriate for this use. For that and for all the disruptions, both directly and indirectly, I am truly sorry. CEO Dr. Sapan Desai took the blame. Who was behind him? The Surgisphere scientific scam. Who was behind it? Who commissioned this report? Was the pharmaceutical industry and vaccine lobby group behind this initiative? The Lancet acknowledges that the study received funding from the William Harvey Distinguished Chair in Advanced Cardiovascular Medicine at Brigham and Women's Hospital, which is held by Dr. Mandeep Mehra. In this regard, it is worth noting that Brigham Health has a major contract with Big Pharma's Gilead Sciences Incorporated, related to the development of the remdesivir drug for the treatment of COVID-19. The Gilead Brigham Health project was initiated in March 2020, and they use this because they make, it's like $1,000 per tablet, and the HCQ is only about a few cents per tablet. Was the Surgisphere study intended to provide a justification to block the use of HCQ as recommended by Dr. Fauci, advisor to President Trump? Upon reading the study prior to its retraction, Dr. Fauci grinned as he told CNN that the data shows HCQ is not an effective treatment, referring to the Surgisphere report. The scientific data is really quite evident now about the lack of efficacy for it, HCQ, said Dr. Fauci, quoted by CNN. There you go, just been exposed. Here's the CNN's authoritative assessment of Surgisphere report prior to the Lancet's retraction. Seriously ill COVID-19 patients who were treated with hydroxychloroquine or chloroquine were more likely to die or develop dangerous irregular heart rhythms, according to a large observational study by Surgisphere, published Friday, May 22nd, 2020, in the medical journal The Lancet. And did CNN retract its earlier endorsement of this fake scientific study? Dr. Anthony Fauci, who is the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, has from the very outset led the campaign against HCQ largely on behalf of Big Pharma, invoking similar scientific arguments against HCQ, saying categorically there was no cure to the Wuhan and the only solution was the vaccine. According to the Spectre, the campaign to destroy hydroxychloroquine has been waged relentlessly, both by competitor pharmaceutical companies and those who want to destroy the US economy to advance their political agenda. It is shocking that it has cost hundreds of thousands of lives and billions of taxpayer dollars, but although the corruption of science for political and or financial gain has become a defining characteristic of our age, it is not a new story. The publication of the Surgisphere study had an immediate impact, according to The Guardian. Surgisphere data led to global trials of hydroxychloroquine for the Wuhan being halted in May because it appeared to show the drug increased deaths in Wuhan patients. Higher risks of death if you take HCQ, according to the study. In the days following the fake Surgisphere Lancet report on May 22nd, several countries, including Belgium, France, Italy, acted to halt the use of HCQ. The study has concluded patients taking the anti-malaria drug had a higher risk of death than those who were not taking the medication. And Fauci throws cold water on Trump's declaration that malaria drug was a game changer. It is worth noting that prior to the conduct of the Surgisphere study, Dr. Fauci stated categorically that the use of HCQ had not been studied in relation to coronavirus. No proven drug, not enough known, nonsensical and false statements. What Fauci failed to mention is that chloroquine had been studied and tested 15 years ago by the CDC as a drug to be used against coronavirus infections. Chloroquine was used in 2002 and tested against SARS-1. In a study under the auspices of the CDC, published in 2005 in the peer-reviewed Virology Journal, the main conclusion of the article was that chloroquine is a potent inhibitor of SARS coronavirus infection and spread. It was used in the SARS-1 outbreak in 2002. It had the endorsement of the CDC. The main author, Dr. Martin J. Vincent, together with several of his colleagues, were affiliated with the Special Pathogens branch of the Atlanta-based CDC, together with co-authors from a Montreal-based partner research institution. The main conclusions of the study were that chloroquine is a tested drug and can be used for SARS coronavirus infections. Dr. Anthony Fauci has not put forth a treatment which could be applied against Wuhan. What he is saying is that there is no treatment, and then he endorses the fake scientific study by Surgisphere, which was subsequently retracted by the Lancet. So Dr. Anthony Fauci has been deliberately blocking a drug which was endorsed by the CDC 15 years ago for the treatment of SARS-1. More recently, it's been used extensively in a number of countries in relation to the CV and CV-19 outbreak. Whose interests is he serving? So I will put all these links down below, but that was very interesting. And that was on June the 10th. On to more HCQ news. This is George News. And anyone on Twitter who's following Q knows who George is. Or we don't know who it is, but... Okay, hydroxy rated most effective therapy by doctors for coronavirus global study. Turkey. Used drug. Thousands of doctors. Yes, it works. HCQ should be used for COVID, says Indian medical body. And there are heaps of stories on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to include this link below, because to go through all this would be a lot. And it keeps going. The further down you go, the more stories there are on it, because it's from everywhere. RT, WSJ, India Today, Blogs, Time of Israel, NewYork1.com. It's from everywhere. CBS, Town Hall, NDTV, Washington Times. So it's from everywhere, and George News has just put it all together for you. So I will also link this down below. And then there's another one. These three scientists are at the heart of that Surgisphere scandal, which is fake. Now, who are they? Mandeep Mehra, an eminent Harvard University professor. That person should be not there anymore. Amira Sapan Desai, that person. And who's this Patel guy? Person, lady, man? Patel. Okay. Is that the three? Dr. Fauci might as well be in there too. You can add a fourth one to that, because he's a part of it. Okay. Patel once apparently had cardiac surgery at University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. The school has not confirmed his job duties there. He was a volunteer adjunct professor at the University of Utah, but as STAT first reported yesterday, he had severed his relationship with the university. He was commercialized. He worked has developed and commercialized experimental stem cell therapies purported to cure heart problems, reverse aging, or treat sexual dysfunction. He's also a part of the network of physicians that just launched a trial to use stem cells from umbilical cord blood to treat COVID patients. My goodness, and where do they get the umbilical? Did they just take it? Did they ask the person? Department of Surgery at the University of Florida. They only had brief encounters with Desai, but had nonetheless mentored him remotely. Yeah. See, this is a problem. Why aren't there any... Like, why do we... I don't know what it's like in the US or Canada or anywhere else, the UK, but all of our doctors and over here in public hospitals are either Asian or Indian. I have nothing against the people, but it's beginning to not look like Australia anymore here. And I hate to say that, I really do, because I'm not that type of person. But that is what's happening in Australia. And I believe these people are going to end up... So all these people who come to study and get visas to study or work here, I believe are going to end up going home, being sent home. A lot of them. And there was one more thing I wanted to go over, and it's this. I will include this down below too. I watched this yesterday, and it actually changed my mind a little bit on a couple of things. On that COVID might actually be something. We don't know what though. Okay, like it could be a virus, it could not, may not be. It's something though, there's something. And so that also makes me retract what I said about Glam's calling. There was something. We don't know what it is, but there was something. And whether it was reversed and used on famous people, we don't know. So, but I will include this link down below because this is very important information. If you have parents or grandparents that are in a nursing home, I would look very carefully at that. If there's any way to take them home, to do that. Okay guys, this is just I just wanted to bring you some news that I found. I haven't been working on anything for the last few days. I had to take some time out for family because there was a lot going on here, and so yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Okay, you guys take care, and just be aware of everything, and do your own research, and don't just listen to me, listen to a few people, and or as many as you can. And something else I noticed as well. In the last couple of days I went and watched Creepshow 3, Stephen King movie. Oh well, I don't know if he wrote it, but Creepshow 1 and 2 were Stephen King short stories, and I'm assuming the third one is too. And the symbolism, the whole thing, the very beginning of it starts off with a white rabbit, and the first story encompasses a white rabbit. And it's pretty gory movie, so beware if you're going to watch it. It's pretty disgusting, like in the way of Quentin Tarantino's movies are. Just gore, blood, just a lot of needless violence. Anyway, but yeah, the rabbit goes through the story a bit, so I found that very, very interesting. And I think Creepshow 3 was put out in the 90s, or I don't know when it was actually put out, but yes, I just decided to watch it the other night, and I looked at the symbolism in it, and I'll tell you right now, that was quite eye-opening. Okay guys, I'll let you go. All the links will be down below if you'd like to contribute to the channel. My PayPal will be down below too. Thank you very much for listening, and just for being here, and for commenting, and all the things. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much. Okay, I hope you have a good morning or good afternoon wherever you are, and stay safe, and try and stay calm, although this might get a little more intense. Okay guys, have a good one. Bye.